Hey guys, welcome to the Bin Zone. Shalana here, and Mother's Day is just around the corner. If you're like me and you plan on having a nice chill day at home with your mom for Mother's Day, you're looking for the best things to watch with your mom, well, look no further. Here's the list for the top 10 Mother's Day movies to watch on Netflix. Now, these movies are all about family relationships, bonds with powerful women as mothers, and just their influence on the lives of their kids. Let's start off with number 10. Number 10 is Guess Who? When a young woman, Teresa, brings her boyfriend Simon home to meet her parents for the first time and surprise them with the news of their engagement, things don't go according to plan because here's a surprise. Simon is white, Teresa is black, and she's bringing her white boyfriend home for the first time, and her parents, specifically her mom and dad, have to deal with just this whole new dichotomy of things they never knew about their daughter's life. And it goes to show the influence of your mother's and your father's take on your kids' dating lives. And it also stars the late great Bernie Mac, so you're bound to have a good time laughing. Moving on to number 9 on the list. Number 9 on the list is Babadook. Babadook is the story of a widowed mother plagued by the violent death of her husband, battles with her son's fear of monsters lurking in the house. But soon she discovers this is sinister presence all around. This movie is a more gripping and thrilling movie because it shows the bond between a single mother and her son as they get together. Perfect for those people who want to get more of a chill thriller vibe with their mom on Mother's Day. Moving on to number 9 on the list. Number 9 is a little bit different. While it's not specifically about a mom, it does figure strong mother leader character type in this movie, and that's Alice Through the Looking Glass. Alice returns to the whimsical world of Wonderland and travels back in time to help the Mad Hatter. Now, this movie is a more feel-good type of movie. While granted, it doesn't deal with a mom specifically, but Alice does have strong mother figures in this movie, and it does deal with a lot of strong women and the fact that the role their mother plays in their lives. While granted, not directly about Alice's mom, it does figure and show two sisters and the relationship with them and their mom. So definitely give Alice Through the Looking Glass a try this Mother's Day. Moving on to number 7 on the list, we have Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding. This cross-generational flick sees a mom and her daughter forced to reunite after a 20-year reef when Keener is left struggling post-divorce. It's a lesson in family, a lesson in love, and most of all, a lesson in forgiveness. This movie is more for the pulling of the heartstrings, where you have a rift between a mom and daughter who haven't seen each other in 20 years, and just goes to show that no matter the amount of time separated from you and your mom, 20 years is a long time, but you can always get together. So this Mother's Day, if you haven't seen your mom in a while, throw this movie on and just bond over it. So definitely give Peace, Love, and Understanding a watch this Mother's Day. Now moving on to number 6 on the list, we have A Light Beneath Their Feet. A high school senior must choose between enrolling at the college of her dreams and remaining home to take care of her bipolar mother. This is another one of those movies where it's pulling at the strings of your heart, because we always have this choice as kids, and we always appreciate our moms. So show this to your mother, watch it with her, and see the relationship between this mother and daughter. While the mother did raise her, now it's her time to return the favor to the mom. It's a really heart-wrenching and tear-jerking type of movie, and I really enjoyed this one, so definitely give it a try. It's one of my favorites on the list. Moving on to number 5 on the list. Number 5 is a bit of a plug. It's called Mother's Day. It's pretty much the movie for Mother's Day. I would have put it on number 1, but there are better movies on this list. Number 5 is Mother's Day. It's the story of 3 generations of women meeting on Mother's Day, and you have a grandmother, a mother, and a daughter all meeting together and spending time with their mothers. It's a nice feel-good story, a nice touching story. While it could have been better, it is a definitely great watch, and it fits the holiday to a T. Moving on to number 4 on the list, a little wild card, and that is The Little Rascals. While The Little Rascals doesn't deal with mothers per se, it is a fun movie about kids, and it's a feel-good time. I enjoyed Little Rascals, and me growing up personally, me and my mom watched this a bunch of times. This is probably the movie we're gonna watch on this list, and it's about Alfalfa, the He-Man Women Hitters Club, and a bunch of boys, one lead character, and towards the end, you do meet all the characters' moms, and you start to realize that these boys are just reaching out to their mom in their own sense, and it's really a good movie. I thoroughly enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Your mom will enjoy it. So definitely give out The Little Rascals a try. That's going to be my personal favorite, and that's the one I'm probably most likely going to watch. Now, moving on to number 3 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Mothers and Daughters. It's an interwoven story of what it's like to be a mom seen through the lens of a photographer, Rigby Gray. Now, this movie is a little more touching. It's a little more cerebral in the sense that you get to see the different lives and the different relationships from the outside of relationships between mothers and daughters. It's really kind of captivating. I like it. I enjoy it. And it's one of those movies where you and your mom can get engrossed in the lives of these characters and you can see it from an outside view as opposed to a movie. Definitely give it a try. You would not regret it. Check out Mothers and Daughters. Moving on to number 2 on the list, we have The Queen of Katwe. This movie stars the Oscar-winning Lupita Nyong'o playing the role of a mom of a young girl who tries to change her life filled with poverty with the help of her skills in playing chess. Lupita plays a practical mother who's seen nothing but poverty in her whole life and how she still tries her best to instill confidence in her daughter. If you're a fan of true stories, this movie is the movie for you this Mother's Day. It's touching, it's inspirational, it stars Oscar-winning Lupita Nyong'o, and it's a surreal look at life for mothers outside of America, outside of the country, and it's a true story. It's based on a true story, so it really hits home, and it will pull at your heartstrings, and it's available on Netflix, so definitely check it out. This is the second movie I'm gonna watch this Mother's Day. I'm saving this as the piece of resistance of the evening. But let's move on to number 1, the movie to watch on Netflix this Mother's Day. And the number 1 movie to watch this Mother's Day, in my personal opinion, is Caroline. Caroline is a fantastical stop-motion movie that could be a great start if you're a fan of this genre. This movie depicts a great message for parents on how children tend to look for alternatives when their parents fail to give them time, care, and attention they want. However, Caroline's story really is not that simple. Instead, it's filled with fantasy, suspense, and a bit of chill. The story follows a little girl who finds a secret door in her new apartment to report it to an alternate reality that turns into a scary one. This movie is, while it's animated, it's the only animated one here. It's stop motion, but this movie, if you can get past the weird looking art, it's the deepest movie here because it shows just how important the role of your mom is in your life. And without that guidance, without that love from your parents, you're gonna seek it elsewhere. And this takes it's like a cautionary tale. It's a really good feel-good movie. If you're gonna start your Mother's Day off with this movie, get them into the stop motion genre, it's arguably the best movie to watch with your mom on Mother's Day because it'll show them just how much they mean to you and how much you mean to them in their lives and how you guys should definitely check it out. Anyway, guys, that is my top 10 list of the best movies to watch on Mother's Day on Netflix. Definitely give any of these movies a try. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comment section below because it is Mother's Day. I hope you guys enjoy it with your moms. And guys, if you like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. And until next time, binge on.